Assalamu alaikum and a lovely morning, my dear students. How are you all? Alhamdulillah, I am happy to know that you all are fine. Today, I am back with the math class. Today is Wednesday and the date is 22nd July. And we are studying the first lesson, that is numbers. Now, in so many days, we have completed many topics about numbers. Quickly revise them. So, the first thing that we started with was the place value. We did the place value of 3-digit numbers. So, this is the first thing we did. Then, after place value, what was next? We did number names. We did number names, writing number names of 3-digit numbers. And with number names, we even learned how to form a 3-digit number by the given number name. Then we even learned about forming the 3-digit numbers, that is, by giving the digit cards, we form 3-digit numbers. So, place value, number names, forming 3-digit numbers. What did we do after that? The next that we did was comparing the numbers. We learned how to compare the numbers. That means we learned which number is greater and which number is less than, or which numbers are equal. We learned that, comparing the numbers. Then we went ahead and we learned how to count the numbers in 2s, 3s, 5s and 10s. We learned how to count the numbers in 2s, 3s, 5s and 10s. And last week we learned about even and odd numbers. We learned even and odd numbers. Even and odd numbers we have done in the Zoom class. We did it in the Zoom class. Which numbers are even and which numbers are odd. We had to identify the 2-digit numbers. Yes, you all did 1 digit in grade 1, and in grade 2, even and odd numbers we did with 2-digit numbers. So up till now, we have completed 6 subtopics of our chapter, numbers. Chapter number 1 is numbers. And in that, up to now, we have covered place value, number name, forming numbers, comparing the numbers, counting in 2s, 3s, 5s and 10s. And in the Zoom class, we learned even and odd numbers. And all this you all have completed in your notebooks as well. So now today, what are we going to learn? Is this chapter over? No. We are going to do a new topic in numbers. You all want to know what is that? So get ready. So today, the new topic that we are learning is rounding numbers to nearest tens. Rounding numbers to nearest tens. We've learned 3-digit numbers. Today, we are learning how to round them. We have to round them to their nearest tens. So let's take the first example. Let's take the first example. 127. 127. Now this is my number. I have to round this number to nearest tens. How do I do that? It's very simple. But I need to follow certain steps to do it. I need to follow certain steps. So I will write the steps here and we will follow the steps and learn how to round the numbers to nearest tens. find the number in the tens place. Find number in tens place. So we've learned the place value. Let's write the place value of the number 127. We begin from our right hand side. So moving to our left, it is tens, and then again moving we have the hundreds place. So again, the first step, find number in tens place. Which number is in the tens place? We have number 2 in the tens place. We have number 2 in the tens place. Number 2 is in the tens place. After finding the number in the tens place, we have to go to the second step. We have to go to the second step. Now what is the second step? The second step is we need to see the number that is to the right of the tens place. Okay? We have to see the number to the right. So, tens place is number 2. Second step tells me that I have to see the number that is to the right of my underlined number. This number we have underlined. Second step tells me that I have to see the number that is to its right. Now which number is it? It is number 7. It is number 7. So now we have the third step. Let's see what is it. We saw in the second step we have to see the number to the right. The number to the right is 7. My third step, listen very carefully students, if the number is 5, if the number is 5 or greater than 5, we have to add 1. We have to add 1 to the digit in tens place. This is step number 3. So look at the number that I have circled. It is number 7. It is number 7. Now number 7 is less than 5, 5 or more than 5. Yes, very good. Number 7 is more than 5. It is greater than 5. So I will add 1. I will add 1 to the number in the tens place. The number in the tens place. So when I add 1 to the number 2 that is in the tens place, I get it as 103. Now when we are rounding numbers, after we have round up this number, we have round up the number which is in the tens place, we put a 0 in the units place. We put a 0 in the units place. We will revise the steps again. Let's see the first step. The number was 127. 127 was the number that we have. The first step was find the number in the tens place. We wrote the place value. We found the number which is in the tens place. That is number 2. We found that number 2 is in the tens place. After that, we came to the second step, which said, see the number to the right. See the number to the right. When I come here, I have number 7 to the right, which is in the units place. So I circled it. After that, we came to our third step, which said, if the number is 5 or greater than 5, add 1 to the digit in the tens place. So we started comparing whether 7 is 5, less than 5 or greater than 5. So number 7 is greater than 5. What did we do when we came to know that number 7 is more than 5? We were supposed to add 1. We were supposed to add 1 to the digit in tens place. So when I did that, 2 plus 1 gave me 3. So I wrote 1, 3. Yes? Now, when we are rounding numbers, after we have rounded the number which is in the tens place, we write a 0 after that. What do? We write a 0. So after rounding 127 to nearest tens, we get the answer as 130. 130. Okay, students? So this was the first example. Maybe it's a bit confusing now, but we will be doing more examples. So let's see our second sum. We have the second example. The number is 269. The number is 269. The steps are already written over here. Let's quickly take the first step. Find the number in the tens place. First step is to find the number in the tens place. We'll write the place value, 100, tens and units. This is the place value. So according to the first step, we will find the number in the tens place. And which number is in the tens place, students? Yes, it is number 6. We have number 6 in the tens place. Now step number 2. Step number 2 tells me, see the number to the right. After identifying the number in the tens place, I have to see the number which is to its right. It is number 9. It is number 9. Now, after finding out the number which is to its right, we have to move to our third step. Now, the third step tells me that we have to find whether this number is 5, less than 5 or more than 5. So we have it as number 9. Number 9 is less 5 or more than 5? Yes, you are right. Number 9 is more than 5. So now what I will do, I will add 1 to number 6. 6 plus 1 gives me 7. So here I get the number to 7. And I have rounded up this number to nearest tens. And here I put a 0. I put a 0 here. So the answer is 270. 270. When we round 269 to its nearest tens, we get the answer 270. Okay, students? Now, we'll see one more example. Our third example is 523. 523. So again we go back to our steps. The first step tells find the number in tens place. Find the number in tens place. So we have the place value with us, 100, tens and units. Now which number is in the tens place, students? It is number 2. We are done with step number 1. We go down to the second step which says see the number to the right. We have to see the number to the right of the tens place. Which number is it? It is number 3. It is number 3. I got the number which is to its right. Now my third step, as we were doing in the first and the second example, we have to find if the number is 5 or greater than 5. Oh, it is number 3. It is less than 5. So now what are we going to do? There is another step that we have to keep in mind, which is if the number is less than 5, what do we do? If this number is less than 5, we do not add anything. We do not add anything to the number in the tens place. We keep it as it is. So if the number is less than 5, we keep the number same in the tens place. Okay, we keep the number same in the tens place. So what will be my answer? What will the answer be? I have not changed anything. I have not changed the number in the tens place because the number in the units place, that is the number to the right of digit 2, is less than 5. So I have to keep the number same. I have to keep the number same. So my answer will be 520. Similarly, we will add a 0 here after rounding or without rounding. That depends. But here it has to be a 0 only. Okay, students, you will not have any other digit in the units place when we are rounding to nearest tens. So we saw if the number is less than 5 in the units place, when we are rounding to nearest tens, we keep the number the same. Let's see one more example, students. Let's take the number 971. Let's take the number 971. What will we do? We have to follow the steps again. Remember, when you are rounding the numbers, you have to follow these steps very carefully to get the correct answer. So the first one, find the number in the tens place. Again, we find the place value, that is 100 tens in units. The number in the tens place is 7. It is 7. Next step number 2. We have to see the number to the right. We have to see the number to the right, and it is number 1. So we have completed the second step also. My third step tells me that I have to see whether the number is 5, greater than 5 or less than 5. So number 1 is less than 5. Yes, number 1 is less than 5. So I come to my step number 4. I will keep the number same in the tens place. Okay, students? So I get the answer as 9, 7, and then we add a 0 here. So the answer is 970. The answer is 970. In this way, we have seen 4 examples up till now. Okay, students? I hope you all have understood. We will be doing 2 more examples. Our fifth example, students. It is the number 308. It is the number 308. We have to find the number in the tens place. Step number 1. We have to find the number in the tens place. Now, which number is in the tens place? It is number 0. It is number 0. It is number 0. My step number 2 tells, see the number to the right. It is number 8. It is number 8. Now, when I have found out the number to my right, I need to move to my third step, which tells that I have to see this number, number 8, is 5, more than 5 or less than 5. So students, tell me, number 8 is more or less than 5? Loudly. Yes, you are right. Number 8 is more than 5. Number 8 is more than 5. So, what do I have to do? I have to add 1. I have to add 1 to the digit in tens place. So here is 8. I have to add 1 to the number which is in the tens place. So 0 plus 1 gives me, yes, it gives me 1. So we get the answer as 3, 1. And after rounding this number to nearest tens, we put a 0. So my answer is 310. 310. When I round the number 308 to nearest tens, we get the answer 310. We will see one more example now. Number 6. Let's see the 6th example. 455. 455. My 6th example tells me that the number is 455. Now this you all will do it on your own and try to think what is the answer. I give you all 2 minutes to think. Please follow the steps. Step number 1. Find the number in the tens place. So now all my students have to find the number which is in the tens place. Which number is in the tens place, students? Tell me. Yes, you all are absolutely right. We have number 5. Number 5 in the tens place. We go on to the second step. We have to see the number to the right. When I move from here, from tens place to the units place, I get the number 5. I have got the number as 5. Move on to step number 3. If the number is 5 or greater than 5, add 1 to the digit in tens place. This is my step number 3. So this number is 5. I have to add 1 to the number in the tens place. So what do I get, students? 5 plus 1 gives me 6. So 4, 6. And after rounding, we put a 0. So the answer is 460. What do we understand by this? We understand that if the number is 455 and we round it to nearest tens, we get the answer 460. Up till now, we have seen 6 examples and here we have the steps written, and with the help of these steps we were able to round numbers to nearest tens. You will keep practicing such sums at home to be very confident about rounding the numbers to nearest tens. So with this, I wind up the class, but after watching the video very carefully, you even have to do your homework, students. So for the homework, I will be sending you the homework on WhatsApp. Do the homework very neatly and send the picture to me. See you in the next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz. See you all very soon. Take care.